So yeah, I just had to go to a park just now. And when I went to the park, there's an area where people can go ahead and gather. And while I was there, the cops showed up because people were playing where they weren't supposed to. And somebody called them and told them to come in. And when the cops showed up, they announced over the speakers, all protesters, you need to leave now. Nobody was protesting. So, your word of the day is protester. That is what they are going to identify all of us as. Everyone who is not for this quote unquote fake utopia that they built over here is going to be against it. They are a protester. Protester is going to carry the same connotation as nigga, chink, spink, all of them shits, kite, all of them shits. So just know now, whether you want to be a part of this or not, you already a part of this. They've already drawn a line in the sand. I told you, it's all lives matter versus Black lives matter. And what I mean by that, all lives matter means we don't care if you're old, if you're sick, if you're black. We don't care if you're white, if you're disabled. All lives can die as long as we get to keep this society we have happily built. Versus Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is not about black skin, it's about being a black sheep. It's the outcasts in society, the ones who no longer will stand by and be sacrificed to maintain this illusion of a dysfunctional ass society. Now, whether you like it or not, the US is getting ready to move on its own citizens. And what it will do is it will use and enforce protest laws. Watch the laws that they're going to pass over the next couple of years. And they're going to have stuff that's going to label protesters as domestic terrorists. And when they start labeling us as domestic terrorists, they will use every weapon they have against us. And a lot of those weapons that they claim are non lethal are actually more deadly than the lethal weapons. They have one now that can boil the air around people and create a wall of pain. I'm telling you, you can go on to the YouTube right now and look at US military news, and you can see some of the weapons that they have that are quote unquote non lethal. This is not a game, y'all. This is happening. So just be mindful. Protesters is the new word. That's the word that they're going to use to refer to us. Whether you were protesting or not, they're going to deem you a protester. And when they do that, it's going to give them the ability to go ahead and wipe you out. That's going to be the thing. So you guys need to be careful. You guys need to be organizing. You guys need to be doing what I asked you guys to do. Set your TikToks up so you can get your people together. And every single person, once you've gathered your people, you need to move your people onto new. New is designed by a black woman, and it's the same woman who designed the cryptocurrency guap. And that cryptocurrency needs to be in your bank as well. You need to be holding on to some guap, and you need to be on new, because we are going to need to move quickly, and I need you guys to be able to move quickly. So be aware. That's the new buzzword, protester. Be mindful that that's what they're planning on doing, is labeling us all protesters and using that to be able to wage war. Watch what happens in Seattle. Keep your eyes on Seattle. Y'all think that this whole Starbucks thing is just a coincidence? Nah, that Starbucks thing, why you think they got that mermaid? Why you think they got that mermaid as their logo? That's because they have a part to play in it as well. And because the war that we're fighting starts in Seattle. That's where the battle is going to be. Y'all keep an eye on there, because when they breach the walls in Seattle and when they attack their own people in Seattle the way they did in Tulsa, y'all, look, there's a second wave of the virus coming. They're gonna start moving in Seattle. They're gonna start doing the things that they gotta do. Get on your purpose. Do what you're supposed to do. Sound the alarm. It's all hands on deck. All right? Protester. That's the word. I'm talk to y'all later.